Alrighty, welcome back to Shock and Sherlock. I'm your host, Herschel Gillis, and today is a new day. A new film review from 2024. Um, a 2024 project from Janus Click, the production studio behind stuff like McMurder, Shrek Crack, Fish Piss, and this year's Romantic Rendezvous, directed by Justin Cottingham. Janus Click is known for shot on video insanity, weirdo comedy horror movies. But this one is set up like a 90s like dating game show, with a host named Molly taking a look at all these submitted tapes that are responses to questions with these eligible bachelors and bachelorettes, trying to get a date and find love. But it is a Janus Click project, which means that this film feels like that mixed with Tim and Eric, mixed with this dropping a tab. It is bizarre. And casting this, we get quite a few people in this. This goes by really quick because we don't spend that much time with each person before we move on to the next and move on to questions. But we have anything from a demon to Zoe Angeli, the actress from Vania, Coven in the Black Cube, a lot of people from the underground indie scene are in this. Will Keenan from Troma is in this. From Citizen Toxie, Romeo and Juliet, Terra Firma. And yeah, either playing fictional versions of themselves or, comedic characters. We get a couple serial killers in this, someone that looks like a serial killer that doesn't talk, someone that blew up in a sex toy factory and has a dildo sticking out of their face. It's all very over the top and hilarious. It acts sort of almost like an anthology film, through this, with Molly, our host, being the wraparound, with her just progressively getting more bizarre as the story goes on. It starts out kind of weird, but everything feels like this neon nightmare, and she has blow-up sex dolls everywhere and stuff like that. But then it proceeds into just randomly showing a guy coming out of a cage in a gimp suit and her smashing me with her hands. It's truly something. It feels like just a fever dream, which is something that Janus Click specializes in. When you make Shrek Crack and Fish Piss, you don't get to this without that. This is just super enjoyable. I think the entire cast in this is great. Everybody brings this unique flavor to their characters. It's the way it's shot, I really appreciate. Everybody kind of almost has a different camera quality to some stuff, and it feels very realistic. The way that people even position their cameras and stuff feels naturally made, which I believe this is. It's submitted by different people, and that really makes this feel authentic in a weird way. But everybody's character is really funny, and the people that are more grounded in reality still have odd flares to them. But even so, when they're more normal, they it really amplifies how weird some of the others are. The serial killer character and this person that owns a pig farm that speaks very briefly, and just there's running gags even for each character as they go through this, and there's so many characters to keep up with, but it's still cohesive in that way. Really appreciated that. And everything down to the font on questions in this is just great. The font on the letters in this, everything feels so authentic, and it just progressively turns more nightmarish in Molly's world as we cut back to her after the questions. What is going on there? It's great. I absolutely love it. There's a demon character in this, and it's just hilarious. And the ending, we get these two last characters at the end, and I'm not going to spoil it because it's truly bizarre, and I laughed so hard that I genuinely had tears in my eyes, and I had to pause the movie because I could not sit there without crying from laughing. So, without a doubt, my favorite independent project that I've seen this year, and I have seen a lot. I have seen a lot. Probably one of my favorite just projects from mainstream or the underground in general from the year. Definitely up there. Pick this up. I mean, it's criminal that this is only $10. But I'm glad it is. You should pick this up. I'm going to leave the link to Janus Click's Big Cartel in the description here. So pick up, whatever stuff you want from. I know they have a couple movies out there. So I know Tim Burner came out recently as well, which looks more of a horror film. I will be reviewing that as well later in the year. Super stoked to check that out. But yeah, Romantic Rendezvous. Highly recommended. I gave it a 5. Never seen anything like it. So check it out. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Keep your notifications on. And as always, I've been your host, Herschel Gillis, signing off. Zero editing, zero planning, zero brain cells, and zero planning. Thanks.